Lawyers, what's the most insane argument a client has ever made? I thought I had seen every kind of disaster in a suit until this guy walked into my office. He was charged with violating a restraining order his ex had filed, and he said he wanted the best of the best. He meant me. Her petition said he kept showing up uninvited, and not once, but multiple times. Like for flowers one week, pizza the next, and yes, a full puppet show on her porch. A judge told him in clear words, do not go within 100 feet of her. Sounds simple, right? But 3 days later, he's back on her street. Cops ask why he's there, and he hits them with, I just wanted to look at her grass. He says, that lawn used to be beautiful. I needed to check on it. Bro, you are not the groundskeeper. You are the problem. Now I'm defending him in court, and my only goal is to keep his mouth shut. I say, do not speak. I will do the talking. He nods like we made a blood pact. We did not. The judge starts. I stand to begin a clean defense, and my client launches out of his chair. He yells, I didn't even know it was her house. My soul leaves my body. The judge blinks once, waiting for sanity to return to the room. It does not. I say, sir, sit, but he doubles down. He says, I helped install the ceiling fan there, but I didn't know whose ceiling it was. That is not the exoneration he thinks it is. The judge tilts his head, and my client keeps going. He says, I thought the restraining order was a joke. I say, it was a legal document. He shrugs. The judge tries to continue, and my client cuts him off again. He says, I'd like to file a restraining order against you. This feels like harassment. The courtroom air gets heavy, and I start calculating how long I can pretend to be a plant. The judge says, counsel, control your client. I say, Your Honor, I'm trying. And my client says, he told me to be honest, not like this. I pivot to damage control and try to reframe it as confusion. He waves me off and adds, also, I never crossed 100 feet. I was 99. The bailiff looks at me the way people look at bad weather. I ask for a brief recess to confer. The judge denies it because we have already seen enough. The judge delivers the verdict in 30 calm seconds. He says, guilty of stalking, 1 year in jail. My client turns to me with the confidence of a man who has learned nothing. He says, I'm going to sue you for sabotage. He takes one angry step, clips the podium, and flies forward in a full-body trust fall. He face plants on the courtroom floor so hard the microphone squeals. The gallery lets out a single clap, then the whole room joins like it's a standing ovation. The bailiff helps him up while he's mumbling about property rights for grass. I collect my briefcase, accept my defeat, and sign the withdrawal. On his way out in cuffs, he looks back and says, tell the judge I'm appealing the lawn. The judge says, noted. The room laughs again. I request the transcript for my records. I also request a nap.